Hey everybody, it's Keegan here. I'm back with another video for you guys, and today I'm bringing you guys another edition of Keegan's Movie Reviews once again. Now, before we get started with today's video, my channel finally reached 700 subscribers, so I want to thank you guys all for helping me get this channel up to 700 subscribers. You guys are the best. And let's see if we can get this channel up to 800 subscribers this year. I have a feeling we probably will. But once again, thanks for all the support, and let's get on with the video. So the first film we're going to be talking about today is a film that I saw in theaters on Saturday of last weekend. I've actually seen this movie before twice. Well, this is now the third time that I watched it recently. And this is actually one of my dad's favorite movies of all time. Well, it's up there with Full Metal Jacket and Pulp Fiction as my dad's favorite movie. And that is the 1993 film Dazed and Confused, written and directed by Richard Linklater, and was originally released on September 24th, 1993. And it's technically a stoner comedy, which is pretty interesting because the day I rewatched it was on 420, which was pretty interesting. So anyways, let's talk about the plot of the film, and then we'll give my thoughts on it. So let's take a dive into Dazed and Confused. Now, this film takes place over the course of a single day on May 28th, 1976, in a small town in Texas. It's the last day of school, and it follows a group of kids and teens wanting to party, hang out with some friends before the summer begins as the school year wraps up. There's drinking, getting stoned, and all in all, they're just hanging out, enjoying the good times. And without giving away too much, that's basically what the story of the film is in a nutshell. Now, I gotta say, this movie has one of the best soundtracks to any movie, period. Like, the music in this movie kicks ass. It's got music by Black Sabbath, Aerosmith, Ted Nugent, Highway Purple, and a couple of other bands, and even has a song from Alice Cooper. But yeah, it has a really, really good soundtrack that fits with the setting of the movie. But aside from that, it's a really well-made movie. It's pretty well acted. You got a good cast too. It's got Ben Affleck, Matthew McConaughey, Mila Jovovich, and I believe what I assume to be one of her first movies she acted in, I believe. And a couple of others. I think it's best known for being Matthew McConaughey's first movie he acted in. And his most famous line, all right, all right, all right. And then at one point in the movie he says, you got a joint on you? No, I don't. Well, it'd be a lot cooler if you did. He's a damn good actor. But other than that, I really enjoyed this movie. Like, the costumes design and the set designs are pretty spot on for the setting that it takes place in. And it's a really funny movie. It's hilarious. It's entertaining. And I can totally see why my dad really likes this movie. I remember the first time I watched this movie, this was back in 2018 when I first watched it. Me and my dad watched it together on Netflix. And yeah, it was a fun time watching it. And watching it again recently in theaters with a big crowd of people was definitely quite an experience. But all in all, it's a really, really fun movie that I really recommend. And Richard Linklater is a great director, and this is one of his best films. And I do know there is a movie that Richard Linklater did that in his own words, is a spiritual sequel to this movie called Everybody Wants Some that came out in, I believe it was 2016 or 2015. I don't know. I haven't seen that one, and I heard it's not nearly as good as Dazed and Confused. But maybe I'll check it out one day. But anyways, I enjoyed this one. It's a fun film, and if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It has one of the best soundtracks to any movie, period. And I'm giving Dazed and Confused an 8 out of 10. And the last film we're going to be talking about is one that I saw in theaters on Sunday, and that is the 1988 film The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, which was directed by Terry Gilliam. And it first premiered in Germany on December 8th, 1988, and then it was released in North America on March 10th, 1989. Now, this film is based on a book of the same name, though I forgot the name of the author who wrote it. And this was a movie that I wanted to cross off my watch list for quite some time. I wanted to check out more films by Terry Gilliam. The only other movie from this director that I've seen was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which I'll definitely talk about on this series one day. And I do want to check out his other films like Brazil, Time Bandits, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, which was Heath Ledger's last movie, and a couple of his other films. But when one of my local theaters was going to be screening this one, I just had to go and check it out because it looked like an interesting film. And I did, and needless to say, I really enjoyed it. But we'll get to more on that in a minute. But right now, let's get into the story of the film, and then we'll get into my thoughts on it. So let's take a dive into The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. In this film, you got a man named Baron Munchausen, a German aristocrat, who, with his group of misfits, travel around the world. And they steal some treasure from the Turkish army, who are not happy about it, and start a war in Europe. And it's not until one day during the war, where in a small town in Europe that is under attack, they have a little play about Baron Munchausen. And then out of the blue during the presentation, an old man interrupts the play, claiming to be the real Baron Munchausen, and he then decides to prove it by getting Munchausen's group, like his band of misfits, reunited in hopes of potentially stopping the Turkish army from invading this European town. And with the help of a young girl named Sally, played by a very young Sarah Polley, Baron Munchausen sets out to seek his long-lost crewmates, and together they will defeat the Turkish army and save the day. And without giving away too much, that's basically the story of the film in a nutshell. Now, I really enjoyed The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. It was weird, it was entertaining, it was, all in all, a great movie. I really enjoyed it. And this is the second film from Terry Gilliam that I've seen, and this one might be my favorite, or Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I don't know, they're both great movies. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really liked the set designs and the costumes of the film. It looked really cool. And this was a really visually stunning film, I must say, for the time when it came out back in the late 80s. And interestingly, this was one of Uma Thurman's first movies she acted in. And she had a bit of a small role in the film, but this was one of her first movies. She played the character Venus, which, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And Robin Williams has a special appearance in the movie as the Moon Man, because later in the film, Sally and Munchausen go to the moon in search of one of the band of misfits that's stuck on the moon. And the King of the Moon, who was played by the late Robin Williams, is just messing with them. Like, his head is floating around. I don't know. That part was really funny. It might be my favorite part of the whole movie. I don't know. But, yeah. I really like these kind of fantasy type of movies, like The Neverending Story and movies similar to this. I don't know. These movies are kind of interesting to me. But I really, really enjoyed this movie. I liked the music. It was well acted. I love the set designs. And all in all, I really, really enjoyed it. And I will definitely check it out again. And I will definitely check out some of the other films from Terry Gilliam. And I hope to check out his other films like Brazil, Time Bandits, The Brothers Grimm, and a couple of other films that he's done over the years. But I really enjoyed this one. This is one of Terry Gilliam's best films, in my opinion. And yeah, so anyways, I don't have anything else to add, so I'm giving The Adventures of Baron Munchausen an 8.4 out of 10. Alright guys, that wraps up another edition of Keegan's Movie Reviews. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment below, subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on notifications, and share the video with your friends. And we got another one coming out soon because I'm going to be going to the movies this weekend. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, in the meantime, thanks again for watching. Until next time, this is Keegan Shepard signing off. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, take care, everybody. Peace out. Bye-bye.